Okay, good evening everyone. Before we get into tonight's games, I just want to take a little bit of time to explain the playoffs implications. First, for game number 1, we do not have enough time to cover game number 2 just yet because that will be quite the mouthful. If we flick over to this lovely little Google Doc I have prepared over here, we have the current standings of the teams. The teams top 7 here, always late through Oasis Gaming, have qualified for playoffs. It's not possible for them to not make it at this point. The 6-month comeback and the Armwrestlers can make playoffs. It depends on the results on the first game. That means that DK's tipsy agents through Daz match providers have not made it to the top 8. So our game number 1 tonight is Armwrestlers versus Pacas on drugs. I've, by the way, included all the rules for the tie-breaking from the horizontal rule set, just below here, for you to read through. And putting it simply, Armwrestlers win means they will kick out the 6-month comeback. If you have Pacas on drugs win, even if they win 2-0, I'm not quite sure why I said it like that. That's not correct. Anyway, so 6-month comeback earlier on the season beat Pacas on drugs in the head-to-head. So even if Pacas on drugs win, if they go up to 6 wins and 13 map wins, they will lose the tiebreaker versus 6-month comeback. It's not possible for them to get in. Yeah. I don't know why am I doing that, was I? So, if yeah. So 6-month comeback, they beat the Armwrestlers also. So if Armwrestlers get 1 map win, they will not make playoffs, I believe. But if Armwrestlers win, they go up to 7 wins, they take 7th place. Oasis Gaming have the head-to-head versus the 6-month comeback. So this will push, if these 2 teams go in the head-to-head, they also have the map win advantage as well. So 6-month comeback, if you're them, if you're cheering for them, you are now a Pacas on drugs supporter for our second to last match here of Division 2. And of course, for the Armwrestlers, the path is a lot simpler. You just need to win your own game. Your fate is in your own hands. None of the teams here have, I believe, 100% locked top 4. We'll get into that between game number 1 and 2. After this, we have Blackout's Booty Call versus 53 FPS Family. The winner of that will take 1st place. It's a bit of a mess for what happens after that, so for now we will go into a short little break as the teams get their map pick ban underway. And coming up first, Pacas on drugs versus Armwrestlers. Armwrestlers, if they win, they make playoffs. Pacas on drugs are simply playing spoiler and helping out a 6-month comeback. See you guys soon. Okay, good evening everyone. Tonight we have two very, very important Division 2 games for the playoffs. If you missed it, I went through the playoff implications for this first game, the tiebreaker scenarios, how it is. Before this, go back through the VOD. I'm joined tonight by Halcyon for first up, Pacas on Drugs versus the Armwrestlers. And then later we will have Blackout's Booty Call versus 53 FPS Family.
Hello friends, another Division 2 showdown this beautiful night, maybe even a day in some of our countries.
I mean, I can still see the sun at least, and now getting to summer, even you in Bulgaria might still have some daylight.
We have Armwrestlers again, and I think Mephisto ban against them has been the standard.
We'll see what happens. Towers of Doom, not the map you always see Mephisto on. Pacas on Drugs, I do remember the Alpaca Man himself has quite a fun hero pool. Likes to play Kael'thas and Zagara, and we lost 3 alpacas. There's been a culling at the zoo.
Triple DC. Are they having a boot camp somewhere? What's happening for this?
That'd be pretty cool if they were doing like a LAN setup for their final Heroes Lounge game. I believe it is a full German team, so it's certainly possible. German network is like the trains, has been called in the lobby. I mean, if they think the trains are bad, then they should come over to this side of the pond, where I was talking with some friends actually about the train cost in UK versus, they were also German actually, and it's like 4 times as much here in UK, so not very fun, and the scheduling also bad as to be expected. We do have all the players now back in the lobby for round number 2. Let's see if everything will be okay this time. Teams are ready. Let's hopefully get in time soon. While we have time though, we can look at the map ban pick. Armwrestlers banning Sky Temple and Dragonshire. Pacas on Drugs, obviously the map pick. They also banned Altec Pass and Garden of Terror. And first map, Towers of Doom. Here we are, round 2. Maybe we could get past the ban. German internet currently 1-0 up in the series. Let's see what happens this time around. And when ban not changed. Ready with that one. Now, the Alpacas, as I mentioned before by Halcyon, Mephisto is a favoured pick of the Armwrestlers. Had great success on it earlier on in season, I believe. I'm checking the stats now. I think there's more important things to ban actually, that being Blaze, Diablo, Lucio. There's Lucio ban for number 1. Welcome Josh to the chat. We're running a little bit behind, which is scared because we have 75 minutes to finish this series before the second one begins. Division 2, I mean, there's only one team that has secured their final standing in the playoffs. There are no one has docked top 4 yet, I believe. We have a lot of tiebreaker business to figure out, and I don't know what's going on with it. Dahaka also being banned. Here's Blaze ban as well by the Pacas. Junkrat instantly locked by Kelly. Diablo is still available. Now, looking again at what Alpaca has been playing, they play a lot of Valor. Why do I even speak? They play a lot of Johanna, they play, like I said, Pac-Man, Kael'thas, Sagara, their favourite heroes. Anduin, by far the #1 healer. They don't really have a preferred backup heal option. I'm guessing it's going to be, I was going to say maybe Rhaegar, but no, wanting to secure offlane. Hog gone, now taken by them. Blaze the Hacker off board for the Armwrestlers. What are they likely to play then? I guess it'll be Leok. Is the one they've historically been playing when banned out. It could also be maybe Ragnaros.
Yes, they have been playing Ragnaros a lot, even in the 4-man.
It is going to be Leo. Yeah. Definitely looking like they're playing for... I mean, a Junkrat can do some also some pick stuff, but it looks like we're going to be playing for level 20 against the Valor composition when picking Leok. What do you think of this?
I think he played this before with Teaches Medivh, right? A similar
Oi!
I've even played it against them.
Yeah, they've played Stitches Medivh.
It is very likely, I think, for them to go for something like this with the Junkrat already locked in.
Hanzo is the band to try and protect the Valor, but if they do go for the Stitches Medivh, then another amount of damage bans will help you, of course. Johanna removed from the Valor team. What do you pick here then? If you are the Alpacas, do you try and deny the Stitches? That seems like a very risky thing to do though. Is Medivh maybe better?
Yeah, why not? Medivh, Diablo seems like a good, or even Medivh support and see what the tank can be. I think Harosh is very good into Stukov when you have Medivh. Okay, Rhaegar, Muradin.
They can really do it, right? But
yeah,
the Muradin won't die if they go for this. So if they're not landing the hooks, it's going to be very dangerous.
Well, if you're playing for level 20, it's not that bad, right? To only rely on hooks before that.
It's true.
Sylvanas instead, Diablo. Diablos with the Stukov, I'm not sure that's viable. I think the healing is not enough.
I mean, we'll see what they go for here. Already Valor, as the game goes on, can do a good amount of damage to the Diablo with Q or auto-stack build. Tygo now being the one to decide what's happening. Pac-Man doesn't have to pick the Valor, they can still roll swap on Sagara. Could be really good actually if they do Valor Sagara, I think. And here it is. So much percentage damage later on. Millie is going to... I mean, 6+ deaths is certainly possible this game.
Yes.
To quote you about scrims.
So, what are the important things in this game to look for? How many interrupts do they have for the silence on Stukov? I think Muradin, Hogar, right? Those are the interrupts, and maybe Mao. He's likely to play Mao, I think, on this map, and not the Nidus, so 3 interrupts, not bad.
Yeah, I think all of our Division 2 Sagara players agree that the Nidus Worm is not worth it. The Devouring War, just able to randomly win the fights, can be so strong. How can I drop in chat saying, where are the spicy picks? What are these bench drafts? Wait, got Sagara was the last one if that counts, so we will see what happens. Personally, I like what the Alpacas have done. This Diablo can die a lot. They do have Entomb, so maybe there could be some Entomb Diablo Apocalypse combos onto Sagara. What do you think?
Into silence as well from Stukov. It's a bit of an old school combo, right? Entomb into silence. It even had a name, I think, but I can't remember now.
There's probably some silly name for it. In any case, though, on the left-hand side, we have the Armwrestlers. Kelly is playing Junkrat, Punisher is playing Sylvanas, Millie playing Diablo, Llama is Stukov, and Koza is... Sorry, Koza, Stukov, Llama's Leorc. Right-hand side, Pacas on Jugs, Tago is playing Vala, Jar playing Murden, King Solomon, the Rhaegar, Migo is Hogger, and Alpaca Man is the Broodmother Zagara.
A Broodmother is a Dota hero, not a HOTS hero, by the way.
It's Zagara's title, I believe, the Broodmother, so I'm going to count it nonetheless. Now, Kelly stepping up alone here. Jar not going to get anything, though. We do have a big topside start by Punisher and Fence, just using the Sylvanas straight up here, but Hoggo is very good at defending outnumbered. You can stack up a lot of rage by hitting multiple people with the Dynamite and the Staggering Blow, and now we're seeing the trade going on. This is very much in favor of Zagara and Vala, by the way.
Rhaegar as well, doing a lot of damage when unattended.
They only got a third of the top tower, and they lost the bottom wall. This is so good for the Alpacas at the moment. Koza going to survive a Stormbolt. Interrupt on Jar, gonna be overpowered. The damage not really there though.
Vala stacks, Sylvanas Q, I think standard talents all around.
What do you think of Sylvanas level 1? There are some people that like the Q, there's some people that like the slow and the percent damage on the traits.
You just have to think about how many auto attacks are you able to get on a target. Like if enemies are Maiev 02 or something, you cannot be auto attacking them 3 times reliably, so you might as well get the Q.
Can you attack Murden 3 times?
He has block, so I don't know, is it worth to invest into auto attacking him that much?
Right, now just playing around the Sapish trying to clear this out. Junkrat not going to hit with a Concussion Mine, could have been quite important. Jar taking a lot of damage here from Punisher, so we are going to have to now pull out Silence on the Murden, but King Solomon with the Purge. Oh, careful of the fact that they're nearly going down there, Jar, but everyone will make it out alive.
Ooh, we see the Junkrat technology clearing the creep with W. Interesting use of the spell, I would say.
I mean, you have Diablo on your team, Firestomp are one of the better ways to clear it, but after that, there's not really a lot of options. You don't want to use Sylvanas C, Stukov Silence, so you're kind of left with Junkrat having to do it. It's one of the times where some people wonder, why is the Zagara hero being played by these players and working? I can't make it work. The creep is very important for this hero. Hogger being killed here, another roam in the meantime by the Armwrestler, so some XP lost top lane. They're just pushing the bottom in the meantime though. Yeah, the creep is very important for Zagara, gives her the mobility, the range, but also the vision to step up safely and scout out where the enemies are. So if you don't have easy ways to clear out the creep, Zagara can be a very valuable hero to have.
I think Zagara has mainly 2 problems. One of them is the mana, and the other one is when you have enemies directly in your face. And in this game, I don't see who will be interrupting her, disrupting. I don't think Diablo can dive that deep.
We're seeing a bit of a counterplay here, as Punisher not going to take the Haunting Wave, just needs to walk out though. Jar, Stormbot on Millie, who's going to also be fine by the looks of things. They're trying to chase him down, but not finding a whole lot at the moment. Maybe Millie will be done now. They're trying to turn around with the Silence onto 4 with Stukov. Tiger going to have to vault out. Can Kelly, frag grenades, trying to kill. Last one there, kills off the Alpaca Man. Another kill for the Armwrestlers.
I think this is one of the only situations where Diablo is good. When you chase him and only hit him, and you eventually run out of steam, and the enemies decide, okay, you're dead now. And we saw 4-man silence into so much damage from Sylvanas and Concili on the Junkrat. A level lead already for the Armwrestlers.
Has gone, by the way, for the taste of explosion. It's going to be stacking up the Q damage. Maybe thinking that it's hard to get value with the other ones against this enemy hero compass. Migo is here, but okay, gets the spin off, will survive. Jar jumping, not really finding much though. They're split away. Kelly alone on the bottom. No one's going to be taken out though. Full level lead, as he said, for the Armwrestlers at the moment.
They're not playing around their camp timings very well. I think it's the second time we see their camp just dying for free.
Millie alone up here. Going to be stunned into the wall by Hog. There's so much healing though from the regen globes. Diablo, he's gonna work it out. Devil's Due coming in big there for the Devil. Alpaca gonna get the channel on the altar. Going to go over, but here comes Lyok maybe. No, just gonna go back to hitting waves. That is a double wave that was missed top lane, so even more XP over to the Armwrestlers. Now with a level 10 lead. Here's the Riptide from Kinkeli. I don't think they're going to find any kills there. Oh, Apocalypse trying to go under melee. They've disabled their fort as well to extend it. Murder, no mana for the stuns. I think wanted to go on Alpaca Man there, but just barely out of range during the casting of the Apocalypse.
Standard Diablo gameplay, I think. We've all seen this many times. It happens. I think it's hard to judge the range. Somehow, sometimes you think you're in, then they walk away, and there is a small casting time on APOC. So that's usually the window where they walk out of range.
And so we are.
Stukov has the build.
I like it. To get the follow-up on the Diablo, some more damage to help them secure kills. We do also have Malevolence from Diablo, so not going to be throwing out millions of Ws. Does greatly reduce the value of the later talents of the Firestorm. We might also see with this the reset on the Shallow Charge instead. Now, we're having a fight here. Llama on the flank. Look for the Entomb. Finds nothing into the wall with you. Entomb, though, uses a wallstone on the Murder and Jar. Taking a lot of damage. Essential healing already used. Needs to get out soon. Jumping out to safety. Migo not connecting with Shotgun. Actually touching for Valor stun there. Tygo gotta be a little cheesed off with that one, I think. Everyone's surviving, but Diablo is still going in. Look at the healing on the Firestorm. Jar really wants to get the kill here. Everyone's gonna die though. It looks like it's more so on the side of the Alpacas. 2 kills already. Migo does actually survive, so 2 for 1 in the end in favor of the Armwrestlers.
But -8 shots because of this fight. I think the Alpacas will have advantage after level 16. They just have to get there without losing too much.
We'll see how much they do lose, as now Hogger under threat. Just taken out there. Without the tank, without the heal, I don't think there was a contest angle, but checking it anyway, going to give over another kill. Now, how much will they lose here? Sapper's taken. This is Sylvanas. The bottom fort might very well just fall here. 2 levels lead almost for the Armwrestlers as well, by the way.
I think they have to start avoiding this 4v4 somehow. Send someone to annoy Leoric, get the top camp and so on. Because it's not working, this 4v4.
Who's annoying Leoric though? You're playing Valor and Sagawa as your damage. These aren't great ganking heroes. And Leoric's pretty durable on the sidelines.
That's why I say annoying and not killing, because I don't think they can kill, right? This is the max they can do, probably half HP once. I think they have to focus on the other lanes, not on bot, because on bot it will be hard, like against the Junkrat.
Hang on, Millie's on the flank here. Jar not gonna get silenced, so able to dwarf toss out to safety. Here come the Sappers as well as the altar. The altar is almost assuredly gone. See what happens with the Sappers though. Still no level 13 for the Alpacas.
Hogger might join here. No, I don't think there will be a fight. Just hitting outer and Diablo for some stacks.
I mean, they've got control of the bottom and they got 5 shots from it, so it's a sizable lead on the objective, but this isn't a gamer-winning lead just yet for the Armwrestlers. As you said before, level 16, I think, able to start fighting back will be our Pacas, but down 2 levels and growing, by the way, the XP lead, so they're not going to get an even fight, to say the least, but can they hold on is the question. Sagara, as you said before, out in mana at the moment, going to need to recall. Migo's here and wants to look for a play, but this is costing him more and more XP. Kosher Mines just create distance. Millie's fine. Waves are being lost. Structures are being lost in the other lanes to even look for the play.
Yeah, I think they wasted a lot of time on bot here. At least they defended the sapper, so it's not completely in vain.
Look at this, 3 waves in top lane now. The minions are destroying the towers here. Hog has moved down again to try and help the team. They're wanting to fight for the camp, but they're down at the level 16 towers now.
Against Junkrat, I don't think it's possible to fight for that camp.
Hang on, Hogger, we've seen this one before. Double charge indeed from Diablo, and down he goes. Devouring more onto 3, but there's no way getting anything from it. Tygo's taken the... I mean, he's taken the bell tower back, but surely it'll just be reclaimed. Tygo going really far forward. They want to make the stand here, do the Alpacas. Melee taking quite a bit of damage. Solomon in the Entomb gets the Ancestral healing up. They're actually going to jump out of it. Nice play there by the Vega. Melee on the backside, so low. Jara gets the kill. There's the souls. Here's the Stukov size. Big damage being done. They're able to turn it around and get the kill in the 3v4.
3 outers up, by the way, on the map. Looks very chaotic situation as of now.
Jar's taking a lot of damage. I think the Murden could be in trouble here. Stunned up against the wall. There's the flip. Second stun. Really nice for Millie. Solomon, Rhaegar running with all he can. But Kelly is just faster than you. Gets that kill. Migo gets the top tower at least. So 4 shots dealt back. Bottom left, top left also capped without the bottom bell tower. So that's another shot they didn't take.
The Alpacas will have just 1 fight to turn this game around, I think. Once they respawn and they have 16, they have to find a fight very quickly before the level 20 advantage gets realized.
What do you think is better for them, bottom or top bell tower spawns? Because the top one you're guaranteed to take some damage in really low, but the bottom one you have to get through this bell tower once again.
Muradin. Avatar saves him.
Has the jump available, doesn't feel the need to use it, just wanted to turn on to punish. Remember, level 16 now, Zagara does damage and Millie is dead. Murden killed, Punisher jumping in, Lior Llama also gone. The fights are turning around already. Sappers.
They did it. Sappers almost in, but not yet. I think they will be on time to defend. Just wanna mention, I saw a thread on Reddit recently complaining about Zagara's level 16 being too strong. Maybe we get to see the full power in this game.
I mean, I agree it's pretty good, but I mean, you don't want Zagara getting other talents buffed instead. Tygo stepping up very cocky at the moment is the Vala. Here's Migo to help reclaim the bottom bell tower. Now the next ult is R&D topside, so I will assume that the Armwrestlers get this left one. That will take down to 4 health the Alpacas. I mean, maybe they can will just invade and win the fight though. It's hard against Junkrat. I normally never advise making a play from the left altar here. What would you do?
I think they can interrupt with some Zagara minions probably once, if they secure her a safe passage.
Trying to go for the fight here. Look at the silence though on Jarvis. Murden cannot play the game. Devouring more only on the Orc. Not really the target he wants. Kelly, Reptile going to zone him out. Tygo playing from above. It's a very split at the moment. Jar Ancestral healing, making sure to Murden does not fall. And here comes the play Apocalypse. Look at the Tolga taken out there by Punisher. Now Millie in the backline. There's the stun of the Entomb. Down goes Tiger. It's just all on a Pokemon at the moment. Jar so low, slowed, cannot escape. Punisher jumping in to follow, but maybe following Zagar is a mistake. We get the kill on the Murden. Llama wants more as well. Jumping now after Zagar. Alpaca Man is gone. And I think they've done it now, the Armwrestlers.
Invade after all was not advisable again, and we see first game going to Armwrestlers. Very nice Diablo performance, I think, from what we saw. He was finding the stuns, the kills on Hogar, 3 times stunned, 4 times in the wall, APOC, everywhere. GG.
This game number 1 over to the Armwrestlers, able to do. We were a little bit concerned for the Diablo and Stukov combination, but we saw quite a few fights in the chokes, able to get the stuns on the wall set up for Stukov's silence as follow-up, and I think doing quite well with their composition, the Armwrestlers.
It really looked like Zagara was just not enough pressure on Diablo before the 16, so he was able to heal up so much from the W's on their way back as well. I think the start of this game looked very promising for the Zagara team, right? They got a full...
I mean, they got the full bottom wall level 1. How does it go wrong from here? Well, there were a few fights where it didn't go their way, and then big level 10 advantage. Holger, I'm going to point it out again, consistently dropping XP on the side lanes when behind to try and help the team get the bottom bell tower. And it just delayed their level 16 town spike, I think.
There were some creative ganks with Diablo Sylvanas on Hogar on top that made the game very hard for him. We see 4 deaths. Most of those were, of course, later in the game. But I think Vawa also... It was hard to play Vawa, right? In this game. I'm not sure if single support Vawa is even viable these days. Every time I see it, it feels like Vawa is not allowed to play to her fullest potential.
I mean, it really depends on the build. I went for auto attack this game. Now, Sylvanas, I often mention Hanzo as the hero that makes Val useless because you just win the burst traits and you outrange. Sylvanas is a similar idea. If you throw the Q, the Shadow Dagger, get some autos off, your trade's just better than Vala's if it's the auto attack style. I think Q build from a Vala, a lot safer, a lot less reliant on stacking up the hatred before you go for the fight. You just need to hit your spells, and I think would have been a lot more reliable for the Pacas this game.
Do we have the second map choice?
We don't yet. We have the decision from the Alpacas. They want first pick for map number 2, and we do now have our map choice actually. Give me one moment. Map number 2. Pacas and Jugs opting for the first pick after the map 1 loss. Armwrestlers will be picking Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Leoric auto attack build in this game, very exciting. We didn't focus too much on him, but I think he did very well. He saw every lane, he showed up for the fights. He missed an entomb here and there, but it wasn't that detrimental.
One thing I didn't
Sorry, go ahead.
One thing I didn't consider was the Diablo Leorix, and we saw several times this game the Shadow Charge standing on the wall of the Entomb, and it was very important, especially in that final fight of the game. So even though the Entomb, if they didn't trap anyone, they can still be useful, almost like a Tassadar Force wall to set up for tank stuns.
Please don't mention Tasso there. It's not it's not pleasant this hero.
What are you gonna say? It's not a real hero. That's something you would say, right?
Force wall. Oh, so what I would like to see on this map is Garrosh pick from one of the teams. One of the more exciting tanks that we can have in the game, but I wonder if they have a player that plays it.
We do see the Alpacas play quite a bit of Gouge. Their second most played tank, actually.
Maybe this is the time.
We also, I mean, Ana is a hero that neither of his teams play, but Tomb is probably the safest map of how small the map is for so much of the game. It's difficult for you to get on top of Yana and put pressure on her.
Agree. Mephisto is a bigger consideration here. We also saw Armwrestlers, I think, play Ragnaros on this map, like Ragnaros, and I think it was Hogar or Ragnaros 4-man that we saw from them once.
I believe it was them, yes, and they played the Meatball build, if I'm correct.
One of the more exciting builds on the Ragnaros, I think. The others are not that. You just buff some of your abilities a bit, and that's it.
Right, so looking now, map number 2, Pacas and Jugs are the first pick. What adaptations do you want to see from them this game? We mentioned Gouge, is there anything else?
Oh, maybe if Johanna is over. Last game it was banned by the Armwrestlers. Johanna was the last ban. Okay. First bans took off. They are already addressing what they think was the issue.
Do you want to see Alpaca Man on Zagara again, or would you rather the Chaos or something else?
Why not on this map, the Chaos? I think it's if you manage to have a stable rotation, you insta clear wave, you get some globes, you have very strong objective clear with the Phoenix and the W's. Okay, so we see a trend here. Armwrestlers are banning heroes that have unstop or can save the teammates. So we might be looking for some very CC heavy composition from them. Blaze is a good start, I think, on this map. It can survive almost anything.
And it's especially good when you think the enemy team is going to be playing some high CC nonsense. Grouping up can get the multi-man stun with the Blaze charge. So far, all the same. Kelly going to be playing Junkrat. We'll see if they... Yep, York into the Blaze. Once again, something we've seen quite a few teams do in Division 2.
I don't like this, to be honest. The theory was that Lyric and Tomb has a lower CD than the Blaze ultimate, the bunker. So if you used it together with the teammate, you force the bunker, and then you have Entomb before the bunker, so it's a good matchup in theory.
It's not just that, it's also Blaze is fat and slow, so he can hit the Drain Hope, high max health, so does a lot of damage.
I would have preferred a Hogar, I think, or Irel. Something that can interrupt the Blaze E is usually very valuable on the off lane. I think it matters a lot more in the fight. Last ban, Chromie ban.
We do indeed have Gaush being picked by Jara's game.
I like this a lot for them.
And it's also going to be Sylvanas for the Alpacas. I'm wondering, is this going to be some sort of Gaush Sylvanas mind control combo they're looking for here?
A lot of supports left with synergy with Garrosh. I think, okay, we see the Mephisto, Alex. Now, how can they counter this?
It's going to be difficult. You've picked your tanks. They've banned Chromie, which was maybe a giveaway of what the plan was, but Pacas may be thinking they're banning Chromie to prevent it following up with the Garrosh. Not quite what they were looking for here. Let's see. I mean, are we going to go for any sort of famous counter? The answer is no. It's just Kael'thas and Decade Cain.
Diablo against Garrosh, I'm not sure about this situation here, but he will be the globe, right? The globe.
Yeah, he's
talent
going to be going
Diablo.
for the globes.
I'm a bit worried about their early game against Sylvanas and Garrosh, but I think later in the game. Now, having the Deckard against Junkrat Mephisto, I think the healing will be very likely a problem. Deckard usually struggles to heal random damage on all of his teammates. So I think I would give the edge to Armwrestlers eventually.
I will also give advantage to them as long as the Garrosh is not farming kills and cooldown earlier on. The scaling is so strong. I think the Deckard will struggle immensely against Mephisto. I really hope it's not just for Lornado that they've done this one.
Tornado, I'm not sure that's a real talent.
In any case, on the left team is the Armwrestlers. Punisher playing Mephisto, Kurza playing Alexstrasza, Millie on Diablo, Kelly is Junkrat, and Llama is Leoric. Right hand side, Pacas on Jugs, needing to make the comeback now. Alpaca Man is Kael'thas, Tago is Sylvanas, Yara's playing Garrosh, Migo, Blaze, and King Solomon will be Decade Cain.
Let's see the level 1 on Sylvanas, okay? Is the percentage damage. So I thought about this a lot, and what does it do exactly? It does 50 more HP per auto attack if the enemy has 5k HP, right?
That's correct. And it also is a 50% slow on the people you're hitting.
Isn't it 15% slow?
Yes, 15.
I guess it sounds very strong, right?
I mean, I suppose when you're very slow tanks like with Diablo, just walking around it is able to get quite a few more hits on them. As they're going for the play on Punisher, survives thanks to the renewal. Early trading going in favor of the Alpaca, but that is what we're expecting. We're waiting for Kurza to hang on. Jar not able to find Fovel. Mephisto now being turned around on underneath the towers. Concussion Mine not hitting Jar. Getting the potions from Deckard. Is he gonna live here? The answer is yes. Millie also surviving.
Very good Garrosh gameplay so far. We see some of the problems with Mephisto against the Garrosh. He knows where you're gonna be, so your teammates have to protect you after you use the shade and you go back to the starting position. I've been learning some new words lately. Fry is one of them.
Fry, yes. Well, we
You
might.
like to use it.
It's a fun word. I think Decade Cain is gonna get fried as the game goes on. Not able to keep up with the Mephisto damage as camps are not being matched at the moment. We're seeing the early top clear by Kelly and friends while the Alpacas clear out the Bruiser camp. Now, is someone gonna match and grab this top wave is my question.
Not yet, but they have the camp pushing with the Garrosh has the unstop now, which is very valuable against Diablo.
Punisher going to jump in and get good damage on the mage. We're seeing again, Kelly's just not interested in answering in the 4v4, just putting side blade pressure on, not making someone go in the spawn, splitting up the team of the Alpacas. As now Sylvanas turning off the towers. Mephisto not really finding the best hit there, to be honest, as they're now turning on Decker King, Concussion Mine not connecting. The King Solomon is trying to run out. Kael'thas finds the stun on the backliners. Out with the throw there from Ya, keeping the old man alive. Millie thrown back in. Diablo this Gouache. It's not very fun. First blood for the Alpacas.
Not bad for them. Looks the fight started really on the wrong foot for them. The Decker got stunned into wall, but he played it well. He dodged the concussion mine, and eventually the teammates arrived, and 1-0 in kills.
We see a new talent being picked on Blaze. This time it's the Meltdown, damage reduction when people are standing near you with a passive up. What do you think of this one?
I think he will be chasing Mephisto in the fights and trying to reduce the damage potential, which I think is a good plan. He will have also on the level 7 probably the spell damage reduction. I think it's very good adjustment into Mephisto. And also Garrosh, he can have the spell power reduce. Yes, he has that one on level 7. If you auto attack a hero, they get their spell power reduced.
Yep.
So
Gauche with a spell power reduction as well as Blaze, so they have quite a bit of spell power reduction. Good against the Mephisto, good against the Diablo. Not so useful, the Salakstraza, because of how percent healing works, but Punisher taking quite a bit of damage, goes back, spreading the bomb, nearly going down as Mephisto, but everyone's okay. In the meantime though, not really interested. Once again, Kinkeli, look on your minimap, handed in top lane. Nothing happening in the bottom side of the map, so this is quite good for the Armwrestlers.
we also see the healing reduction from Deckard, very strong against Alex, of course. It's not quite on the Ana level, but still very valuable against the Alex W.
Now here comes the spiders from them. One more globe until Kulza finish with a level 1 quest. Jar split from the team. The body block's decent from Millie as Concussion Mine will send Gauche in, but going to be alright. In the meantime, everyone distracted running around the Gauche. Mids goes down without much of a hiccup. They're not moving top lane just yet though, are the Alpacas, so top will at least taken out, but I think you're okay with this for the first spiders.
Another engage on Ja. Okay, he's fine again. It is hard to kill Garrosh with Junkrat Mephisto for sure. At least at this point of the game. Another engage, okay.
Ja just wants to bull them, and I think that Punisher is quite happy to have someone in his face can stack up the Skull Missile quest. Only on 19 at the moment, so I thought maybe there'd be more, as here we are going with a fight. Red Web Weaver's on the way, but they're fighting right now. Here's the Dragon from Kulza trying to keep everyone alive. Looks like it won't be a problem, but Dragon no longer available for the defense.
Looks like a good situation for the Alpacas. They lost some walls and gates, but now it's their turn to try push.
I like for some Millie not trying to run away, just stand in the wave, make it difficult for the Gauche to throw you. Now here's the play of the Decimates dodging away from Kael'thas stun. Millie trying to walk it out, his life binder going to be used. That's a big old heal. Diablo survives.
Is life binder the
Oh my god, Mephisto, Jones of Hate on the Sylvanas. A big amount of damage being done. Here's the sleep from King Solomon. Jug down to 70 health, I think I saw there. King Solomon in trouble. Here's Mephisto, he's so angry, but he's only hating him because he's not killing them. Everyone gets out from the Alpacas.
think they got fried, but not fully fried. And it's not even level 16 yet, and this Mephisto is doing so much damage already. It's looking very grim, to be honest, for the Alpacas. And now another blue Web Weaver phase. Think some forts will be lost this time. dragon is 1 minute away, so it will probably not be used for offensive.
We'll see what happens with someone, but already we see the problems that can happen if Mephisto is able to land the ultimate onto several members. Now, here's the D push once again. Riptide being used quite early here, just going in. Kael'thas, oh, gets the Mana Addict out. I think he was trying to wait it out as well for more damage, but not able to do so. Pacas man taking big damage here. No mobility against the Mephisto could be a bit of a problem. Seeing that they're now going to abandon middle, move up to get the clear on the top web weavers. Confident that Junkrat and Mephisto can't really push in, which is true.
Well, no forts have been lost, so my prediction was not correct. Sleep on
5 people, what can they do here? There's no blaze. Jar taking damage, healing up for the time being. Here's the Pyroblast, that's one way to deal with Mephisto. Down he goes, and now can they do anything here? Can Kelly taking the damage as well? Millie, Lightning Breath used, trying to hand in some gems for good measure, but Lifebinder, can we get out here? How much healing does Diablo have? And the answer is maybe too much. Concussion Mine splitting away for damage. Defensive Entomb, I've not seen that one in a while, but still going down is Diablo. Llama now making the escape. It's going to be 2 kills in favor of the Alpacas though.
I wanted to mention the Pyroblast earlier as a potential way to deal with Mephisto, and I missed my moment. But now we saw it in action. Very, very strong, of course.
Reptile being used. They didn't spot where Decade is, so King Solomon will dodge away from that one.
Is this the most fire you can have in a game? We have Lightning Breath, Blaze, Kael'thas. I think it's the most fire you can get in HOTS in one game.
Well, Gul'dan Q is called Fellflame if you're counting that, but I don't think I would. I'm struggling to think of heroes that have more fire. Now Llama's clearing bottom lane, the rest of the team trying to push up on the top side with the red web weavers. Millie, once again the target's soul shield is used. Diablo might just be in trouble here, here's the play. Down he goes, Lifebinder is used, Kulza though, need to escape, the oil not allowing it. That's 2 kills for the Alpacas. Now moving in on the top side Punisher. No fence around, has to give this one up.
What a quick turnaround in this game. Just when we were saying the Alpacas are in trouble, they won 2-3 fights in a row. And also Diablo, we assume it will be the level 1 globes on Diablo, but it is the soul shield instead.
Which makes them very tanky for a bit, but after that you will be struggling. They've got through the keep wall here. Jar push under, Reptile onto 3. Jar maybe wanting to fight this by the looks of things, but not going to do so. The push is pretty good with this one. Pacas man needs to make the great escape now. I'm also a little concerned, these Reptiles have been hitting fairly well so far from Kelly. Might be level 20 resets on the Junkrat as well.
We might see some interesting level 20s. We could see even more damage reduction from the Garrosh with the Decimate level 20 talent. I'm not sure how exactly does it work. Like if you damage reduce multiple times, is it like the armor where like, only the highest amount is used, or?
You found interaction hotspot. I don't know the answer to actually. The Blaze and the Gouge. But Pacas man is trying to find an interaction here with the Giants, and they will not be allowed. Killed off. Giants will be taken by the Armwrestlers. Red Web Weavers are once again handed in. Level 16 going to be hit for both teams soon enough.
He got the full lightning breath into his face there.
Airfire on 200 degrees for that one, as now they're clearing out the spiders. They have the mage to make sure nothing happens about Kael'thas, I think. Just gonna have to give this one up anyway.
Should be completely free clear for blue team. They're going to bot lane next. it didn't even cross the middle of the map.
Now answering bottom, top web weaver. There's a long time before it even reaches the structures. Llama can play it safe off vision. They are gonna push middle. Now Jones of Hate hits the frontliners, but Garrosh unstoppable Blaze Bunker, they're able to get out. Now them trying to find a fight with Joe and not allow it. Everyone gets out and not really much happening with this objective.
I'm not sure what to predict for this game. How we would develop? Is there gonna be a big fight on the boss, or we will be just web weavers into some mistake? Sylvanas on bottom fort now. Think they have a chance to get it.
Millie's on the flank, but being stunned up at the moment. Tygo on the wrong side of the fight there, I think. Jar's stunned up against the wall. Here's the Riptire from Junkrat. How many people is going to hit? The answer is 3. No.
0.
Trying to... I'm going to count that 0 because it just went into the Kael'thas shield. Punisher doing some damage, but only hurting him at the moment. Hang on, the fight's not done. Blaze trying to charge the backline up to do so. Mephisto just gets the kill. 5-man sleep again from King Solomon, but they don't have the damage. Sylvanas gone. It's just the Alpaca man. He's good at killing low health with a burst, but that's it. Now a second Durance. Blaze once again getting out of it. Millie wants to go for a fight, but underneath the fort. Stun, well, Entomb rather on 2 there from Alama, but down goes the tank already. They might turn this around. Jar, it doesn't have the throw available, but 3-man stun regardless, and they actually turned around the Pacas. I thought that could have been really bad for them, but overstaying their welcome perhaps were the Armwrestlers.
They got Diablo Souls. Diablo full W build this game. I like that a lot. Oh, he might be in trouble again.
There's the oil lifted up now. Soul Shield backs him up. Lifebinder is there though. Heal reduction greatly reducing the amount, but it's okay. Able to recover.
Oh, it's the Mephisto show already. So much damage from completely safe distance. Look at this. What can you do against this hero?
Well, the answer appears to be nothing, because every time I see this Mephisto hero, the teams have not found a way to shut it down. Millie once again eating damage. Here's the Soul Shield thrown back in though. Jar going for it. Sleep to really make sure nothing happens, I suppose, but Decker Kane in trouble. Look at Mephisto, 2 kills out of nowhere for Punisher. And they have turned it around. Alpaca man, run all you want, but here are the Zookeepers. Kael'thas is gone. Spider's pushing all the lanes. It's so good if you're the Armwrestlers at the moment.
Oh, please stop the stream. I don't want to see Mephisto killing people like this. Looks like they're going for the boss. Next, with the level 20, we might see the end of the game with the push.
No, this Mephisto hero, sometimes I think, you don't have to ban it. It's not a Mephisto map. It's not going to come out. But then they play it anyway, and he just randomly gets the kills after level 16. This talent, this lightning reaction is ridiculous. And it only gets worse. Level 20 is going to be the silence of the ultimate. It could be the second lightning nova. Alex level 20, Junkrat level 20, Silence and Tomb. This very well could be the end of the game. They're trying to find their own level 20s at the moment for the Alpacas, but it means they're not answering the top lane push.
They might be on time with the level 20 for the defense. Garrosh on the front lines again. It has been harder and harder to get value. Looks like Leoric is leaving. They're not trying to end here. Okay. They decide to play it safe. The gems are slightly in their favor, so they will have the turn in first, which is very good, obviously, for them.
I mean, I don't mind this from the Armwrestlers, you have Mephisto over 20, it's so strong, you don't have to go for any sort of crazy play. Migo in the flank, interrupted by the concussion mine, now trying to turn things around. Reptile not really doing a whole lot to melee. Actually, this could be good for the Pacas, they've missed quite a few spells. Now here's the Dragon from Koza. Down goes Mephisto though, out of position. Sleep barely hits on Diablo. The Skull of Ceiling going to root him up. Alex though has the lifeline available. I don't think this Diablo's going down anytime soon. But turning around though, Junker damage is good. There's the Silence of 2, not really finding anything. Migo gonna be taken out. Lightning Breath going hard. Lifebinder, Pyroblast doing nothing. Jar in trouble as well. There's some potions though. Just chug goes Garrosh, but Deckard will be killed. And they didn't even need Red Mephisto to win the fight, as the Alpacas get 2 for 1. Hellgate on top of Alpaca Man. Down he goes. His core will likely follow suit.
Well played by the Armwrestlers there in that fight. Even without Mephisto, the healing from Alex, the Junkrat value, and then Diablo just so much damage with Lightning Breath, multiple stun W's. They're
Well
not
done.
ending. Okay. They don't have the best damage on the Nexus, of course. Wait, is it Nexus the name for the core?
That's the one in the league in this one. In this one, it is core.
Only core, but then the area where you respawn, it's
Polar Storms.
oh, I thought it's Nexus Hole.
No, Nexus
some
is
reason.
like the cinematic universe where the game is played.
Yeah, the world.
In any case, they do have enough gems for a hand in the Armwrestlers. 2 minutes to the boss, so if they don't win with this, it's going to be a while until they have a chance to hit the core. Of course, if you kill all the enemy heroes, you can probably hit the core just fine. This spider wave looks like trouble though if you're the Alpacas.
I cannot imagine a scenario where the Pacas win a fight. Even after Mephisto died super early in the last fight, it was not enough to win.
Jar on the flank, but very much spotted out. We see the living bombs not really spreading as much as they could be. It is, of course, the Excavator try. Here's a silence turn by Llama. Sleep fairly good though. Can they turn around? The answer appears to be no so far. Blaze in the bunker quite low. Millie so very deep though. Split away from the team. Doesn't really care. Soul Shield's living for the time being. Here's the Mephisto ult on the Blaze. Taking damage. Thrown out to safety though. Quite a lot of spells used, but I think that's good for the Alpacas. Just fight with Mephisto, you'll probably win. Reptile now being used. Jar living. There's already damage onto the core though. I think it's a hard hold.
Looks likely still, but 0 keeps will be extra hard to play even if they manage to survive.
We'll see what happens. Now Mephisto going on Lifebinder already used. They don't have that much damage on the core yet, so they're trying to play for kills now. Silence and Tomb on the Blaze, taking damage, but not gone yet. Pyroblast on Mephisto, but he's still full health. Blaze gone. Now Giants are hitting onto the core. They might have done it. Alex Jarza, Living Bomb, going to be killed off as the healer, but the core's already gone. Armwrestlers win the series 2-0.
Draft issue, I would say, in this game. Just didn't work out with the early game. Kyotas didn't get enough value. Sylvanas also, it is hard to play Sylvanas against these very high range heroes like the Junkrat and Mephisto. Massive damage from Junkrat. Diablo 5 deaths, but I don't think he cares in this case. He allowed his teammates to recast in the fights, and that's all that matters if you're a tank, I would say.
I got pinged on Discord with all the heroes I missed. Do you know the meme format of SpongeBob showing Patrick everything he forgot?
No, let me try and find this.
Alright,
Where is
so
that?
I will send you the meme. We missed quite a few fire heroes, I'm gonna be honest. We missed
Fire
Imperius, we
Kid.
missed Deathwing, we missed the Ragnaros.
Div2 Armwrestlers.
Some pretty important ones were not picked this game, so God, that would be cool. Like a fire. If you had like a show match of fire versus something else, what would the something else be?
Ice, of course. Jaina May. I don't want to start because I will miss 15 again, and then it will be another meme. But fire against ice seems nice. Also, you can have lightning for sure, right? Mephisto at least is lightning.
Mephisto, Diablo, and then what? Does Lucio
Uh,
count?
Cassia is
Ah, yes.
only lightning, pretty much.
In any case, looking now at our standings, I haven't updated the sheet yet, but with the win, Alpacas, trust me on this one, they're now at 10 matches, 7 wins, 14 map wins. This puts them in this scenario. Armwrestlers take 7th place. Oasis have the tiebreaker win over the 6-month comeback, so they will take 8th place. 6-month comeback, and the Pacas and Jugs do not make the playoffs in the end, unfortunately.
What can we say about them?
If you speak, you're in trouble. Is that how it is?
No, I'm just asking what can we say about them after the series. I think they had some exciting heroes, definitely. But
I mean, they're certainly entertained, did the Alpacas. We saw Zagara, Kaofas. They nearly managed to get the win against Mephisto. They put up quite a fight, but it turns out you just need to get to the late game and Mephisto wins anyway.
some very surprising stats in this game, like Mephisto not being the highest damage and Garrosh with 0 deaths after all the fighting he did, like in the middle of the map in the early game, late game, 0 deaths finish.
They might have beaten the Alpacas, but they didn't beat Jar.